If you are gonna spend your whole day doom scrolling your life away, you might as well get off the phone right fucking now and go outside and go do something. Go explore a new place. Go somewhere you've been before, but you want to go again with a new perspective and new eyes and a new scenario. Go by yourself. Go do it. Go do what you want to do. Don't care if you have no one to do it with. You have yourself, and that should be good enough. You can really choose in this life to do what you want to do, and just do it. Just do it, especially if you're privileged enough to be able to do it, especially if you're privileged enough to even be watching this video. Bitch, you better go outside. And you know what? I'm going to talk. I say this for you, but also, more importantly, I say this for me because I often find myself victim to my screen time. And man, is it a life waster? But I feel like recently I've been gaining consciousness and really realizing just how much time I'm truly spending wasting my life away on my phone. And granted, yes, I did spend plenty of time on my phone today, but at the same time, I at least got out, and that's all the more less hours that I could have spent on my phone, which in my case is time well spent as long as I'm not on the phone. And especially like exploring, I was on my camera, but I'm not using my iPhone camera anymore. I have a new camera, and ever since getting it, it's like genuinely this has been such a game changer. And just the fact that I even have my car now, especially like being able to just go to other places and explore, it's a lot of fun for me. And I'm truly so blessed. And I just want to come on here and tell y'all that you do have more time in the day than you realize. But when you choose to relax and let off steam by going on your phone and partaking in doom scrolling, it's doing you a true disservice, especially when there's so much outside to explore. And you can you can even find places where there will be nobody. Literally, the place I went to a state park earlier. There was like no one there. I went really early in the morning, granted, but still, it was so nice, and it just makes you realize that you can do whatever. And especially because I'm trying to break through that anxiety of not being able to do anything before work. Like, I always feel like once it reaches a certain time, I can't be doing anything because I have work soon, even though I have totally plenty of time. And I think I realized that by the other day. I went to Olympia, I even made a video over there, and I really was trying to challenge myself to give myself basically as little time as possible, but still go out somewhere and enjoy my time there. And I wanted to give myself even more time today, so I did get up super early and I got to where I wanted to be super early, but at the same time, I did spend a little bit of time on my phone. But I try to tell myself every single time I catch myself on my phone, like, it's okay, get off the phone right now. And that's just even less time that you'll be on it today. And at least you're not on it from here on after, as long as I don't pick it up, obviously. But I just try to tell myself, like, it's not the end of the world, but just snap out of it right now and get back to it. But I just feel like I've had a really productive day filming, and I feel like you could have such a productive day too, doing it whatever it is you want, as long as you got off the phone. If you make money on your phone, great. As long as you're being productive, making that coin, I don't see a problem with it. But when you're wasting your time on your phone, you're not learning, you're doom scrolling your life away, you're consuming negative videos, me on all these drama channels, and I get like sometimes really disturbing stuff on my for you page. And when I say disturbing stuff, I'm just talking about like sometimes it'll be like cold case type stuff, and I just I don't like it. I really try to stay away from that stuff. But I do find comfort in knowing that I can take control of my life. The matter is, it's just me doing that. And I really have been trying to believe in myself more and realize that I'm capable of a lot more than I think I am. And to also put myself out of my comfort zone. And I really hope that I can choose to do that every day, can choose growth, can choose battling and winning over the battle, overcoming my addictions that I have, especially my phone addiction. Like, it is truly a terrible, terrible thought. But it's one thing when I'm using the phone to like watch back these YouTube videos or to post because that's usually what I use personally. I mean, I probably could and should use my laptop. Maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe I'll start doing that actually, using the laptop. I think there's a way to do that. I just gotta, sometimes it's like I just don't do what I want to do that certain way. So I never try new routes. It's like when you drive somewhere on a regular basis and you take that same route every day and you never take a different route, even though sometimes there could probably be like a shorter route, but you are so used to the one you take that you'd rather choose that. It's like that. But I really do want to branch out and expand my YouTube repertoire of video collections, and I want to add more edited videos. So I think I was kind of talking about this earlier, but all of the videos that I took today, I do eventually want to put them in one big video. High key, I'm about to make that the longest fucking video, like 2-3 hours. I don't give a fuck. I want to like put it all together, and also I want to post the individual videos I took majority of the chunk from in are on my channel because I took several videos. There was a few like 15 to like 20-minute videos that I took while I was out today, out and about and exploring. And I would like to give spotlight to each of those videos individually, especially if people don't want to watch the whole entire vlog of me doing this, that, and the other today, because there was a lot. And I understand that not everybody has the time to do that. But I just want people to have even more options and content. And I do want to work harder towards making an effort towards editing because there is a valuable skill that lies in there. And also, I'm I don't know, some could probably argue I'm not the most entertaining talking wise. So it would be nice to add extra stuff. And I really did try to get some nice shots of the places I was at today. Granted, I could have got better shots. I think I'm still working on the anxiety of getting over filming in public, and I always feel the need to apologize to somebody. And it's a whole thing. But sorry, I should have been holding it like this. Okay. But yeah, so I really am trying to work through that. And I think I really do have to give myself credit and congratulate myself for actively working on it. And even though it might be difficult for me now, the more practice and used to going out there, the better I will be in the future. And so it all just takes practice and repetition and keep doing it, obviously, in the hopes that every time I do it, I'm improving my skills and constantly growing better. And I think everybody should strive to do that, right? And if that means getting off your phone, get off the phone. No, I mean, so for real, I fall victim to that too, though. Again, like I've been talking about, I've made multiple videos about this, but I feel like, if I can talk about my struggles, maybe it can make other people look inward towards themselves and realize maybe they have an issue with it too, because I feel like it really goes unaddressed because so many people have phones. Everyone's on their phone, everybody's on social media. Well, a lot of people, not everybody per se, but it's a whole ordeal. So I just want to overcome the negative side effects of having this kind of technology. But it's also good. Technology can be good, like in a sense that, getting this camera has really changed the game for me. And even like this mic, and I'm just really thankful. I don't know, like I wish I could tell y'all more about like just how life changing it is, and maybe y'all would be like, oh, she's so dramatic with it, like making such a big deal about it, or oh, she's bragging or whatever. It's like, no, I'm not bragging, but I am talking about it because it has been such a big part of my life, and it has especially brought me so much joy recently. I love talking already on the YouTube channel. I have been posting videos since Valentine's Day, so like the last 4 months I've been consistently posting. More likely than not, I'm posting multiple times a week, if not multiple times a day. Although there was a little bit of time there I went without posting. However, I've since bounced back. And now that I have this camera, I really do want to go full force on trying to put like full-time hour type effort into this because this is truly what I want to do. And I'm trying to tell myself, I'm like, girl, you want to bridge the gap to your current life and immediately skip like quantum leap, quite literally, to the next reality that I aspire to live. I think the best way to just, again, skip to that is by totally, fully entering and living in that reality as best as I can with what I have now. And for me, that looks like doing this type of work, because and it's not even work, it's literally like a hobby for me. That's the thing. I'm sure when I edit this video this next week, that will bring on its own challenges, but I'm willing to uptake that. As again, I'm saying that this is what I'd rather be doing with my life. This is what I want to do with my life. And this is currently what I'm doing with my life. Even if I'm not seeing anything from it currently, like, you know, I I haven't seen even a dime back from this channel. That's okay, because I know at the back of my head that I'm going to persist and persevere and keep going until that is my current reality. And I don't and I'm sorry, like I feel like people could watch this and, use my mental illnesses against me, because I have, openly talked about it. But maybe I could use the mental illnesses for good. No, well, it's just I don't think it should really matter what other people think or what they say, because I think what's most important is that I'm doing what makes me happy. I'm doing what makes me feel fulfilled in life, and this type of content does, just getting it all out there. I would love to have my own like talk show one day, or interview, TV show, and interview like really cool people. And this is just a start of me working towards that. And yes, I'm not exactly doing that yet, but I think I really just have to work through and practice through the anxiety that I be having towards filming first. And it's more so filming in public spaces. I can film myself all day if I'm alone. But like as soon as I know someone's in the room or in the other room and can hear through the thin walls, I or especially see me in public with my camera out and I'm passing by them, like, I don't want people to think I'm being weird and filming people, and that's not what I'm trying to do, and that's not what I want to do. But I really am trying to get over that fear of people perceiving me in a negative light, because I'm just trying to live my life and do what I want to do for a living. But yeah, so I hope in this conversation that maybe somebody can take away the relate relatability that comes with me just being honest about my problems and how I've been actively working through them. And maybe me talking about it will help you reflect inward towards your own life, and you realize that you can move on to a better mindset, because like truly you can see all the emotions of moi here on the channel. Actually, there's a lot of videos that I have privated that you could have even seen an even wider spectrum of who I am as a person. But I want to leave those up so that people can see that you can be really sad. And then on the same hand, or the other side of the hand, or the other hand, I don't even know, but on the other side, whatever, you can also grow as a person, gain a more positive mindset, and feel happier with yourself, and constantly strive to do better if that's what you desire. You can keep living a loser life, being a loser life, being a loser in real life, identifying as a loser. You can do that all you want. And I'm sorry, but the more you believe that, the more that is the case, the more you become that truly, and the more you just are that. And I've been there. I have multiple videos about me being a loser on here, but I'm actively trying to step in to the era of life where I don't identify with that, and in fact, I'm fighting off those demons that tear me down and tell me that that is who I am as a person. Because I don't want anybody committing identity fraud for my personality, and the one thing they take away from me is my loserness self. Like this, like I don't know if that makes sense. Like that's a metaphor for you to critically analyze. If that's even a thing we still do in this. I'm kidding. But just know I really am thankful for the mindset changes I have had. And I'm sorry, I always bring this up. I will bring this up till the day I die, but I do pray a daily rosary, and I do believe it helps me out so much and has totally transformed my mindset, the way I think, the way I be going about things, the more peace of mind that I am experiencing compared to even just like a few months ago. And I would recommend anyone and everyone to do whatever it is that they need to do to get them to that place. I mean, when I say that though, a more positive thing, a good thing that is going to improve your life. Do that and what feels good. Okay, don't be doing weird shit that's like low key bad and not good. Like, don't be go stealing the items that you want in life just because you're not rich yet, but you still want them. Let's slow down. Let's get cheaper versions of those things first, and maybe go from there. I don't know, just a thought, but but don't be limiting yourself to what you want and truly envision. I don't know, like really lately, I really have been so delusional. I really have been trying to envision myself more and more every day, getting and living that life I want to live in. Like I've been saying, the good thing is I am currently doing that and I am trying to live that reality by doing. And these videos, that's me doing it. And it could be you too, man. Like, it could be you too. I would love to make even more content and branch out and one day be able to survive off of this kind of work, if not thrive, and use what I have to help out others, and just inspire others or entertain others. Like, I would love to be an entertainer. This is going to sound weird, but I love Michael Jackson, and I love that he would always call himself an entertainer. I love that. And I've always told myself that I want to be an entertainer too. Unfortunately, we have different talents. Despite being half Filipino, I'm not the best singer ever, although I wish. And I sometimes can see myself being a little pop star on stage. And, I do be writing my little songs every now and again, but some of them are out of my range that I can even sing. However, I do think I was given a good enough personality to be able to yap my little ass off, and there there is a skill and talent in that in and of itself, even if it's not per se like a skill that it's hard to say because I feel like that skill kind of is technically in demand if you think about the demand there is for content creators who can sponsor or be sponsored by brands and who can sell products, but just having a personality, having an entertaining storyline or conversations to talk about, to keep people interested in, to be able to go in one take and talk for 20 minutes straight and upload it with no cut. Like that's its own skill. And maybe it's not, maybe that's really easy. Maybe you can up and do that right now, no practice required. But to really put yourself out there, because yeah, there could be a lot of people that can do that, but to actually put in the effort to actually doing that, like especially if you're somebody that says they want to do that but you're making no effort to do that, like, no shade, no tea. I've been there. I've been there, done that, but I've found a lot of joy in just making videos the last few months, and it's just a release of everything I have pent up, and I think I've been able to survive the loneliness of not constantly being surrounded by friends or being in a romantic relationship. It fills that gap, that hole that I have there, and it makes me feel like I'm less alone, watching back my own my own videos of me talking. It's like, oh, okay. It gives me something to do. It keeps me sane, and being able to release whatever it is that's on my mind makes space and makes more storage available for me to do other things and do it with a clearer mind and a more positive mindset. These types of things can really change your life as soon as you start doing them. I feel like I've already made such life-changing choices that are positively making an impact in my life, and it really has come from doing. And at times I feel like I can be so much talk, but then I don't be walking like it, like walk it like I talk it. Like, now I'm just talking. I'm not fucking walking. And that's not the case anymore. I have been walking, bitch. I've been doing the fucking marching, bitch. I've been strutting my stuff. Okay, I'm trying to, metaphorically speaking. You know what I mean? But it's just nice being on this wavelength finally, because I did have difficulties with that for the longest time, but I've also been actively working through, my own traumas. Well, I don't know. I think I've been more focusing on healing myself through a positive mindset rather than talking and processing through the trauma, which I probably should do eventually. But I also think sometimes when I do that, especially with having PTSD, it almost puts me in a worse spot. But as long as I'm improving, and just being happier, and this stuff, it does, like, and if me yapping straight to the camera for like 20 minutes, if that's what it takes to make me happy, by all means, I'm gonna fucking do it. And like, why not me? I don't know. Why not me? Why not you? Why can't you do it? Oh, that's right, you can. So go do it. And who's gonna stop you? You're gonna let your mind stop you? You're gonna let your mind stop you because you ruminated on a comment someone else said? You let someone else make you doubt yourself? The fuck? The fuck they gotta do with you? And you know what? I'm saying this and I was dealing this for a whole year, man, but recently I've made some deliberate changes and decisions that are literally rewiring my brain chemistry. Like, I've just felt so much more of a release and weight off my shoulders with some of the decisions I've made recently, and I'm so glad. And I feel like that this is just the beginning of the part of life where it gets good. And you know, I really hope I'm not just saying all this and then like I'm humbled. However, I am also positive that as long as I keep on this mindset, it will keep getting better. And I don't even want to leave myself any room for doubt to creep in and infiltrate that, especially when I have control over my life. And let me say, I am Catholic. However, there are certain perspectives I hear on life, and especially the Bible recently, that I feel like have made me think from another perspective. Not more so in a sense that I like per se like 1,000% agree with it, but there have been multiple videos I've seen with talking about what Jesus actually talks about in the Bible. And people point out, he says the kingdom of God lives within you, and just like that just means like you have complete control and power over your life to do whatever it is you want, as long as you believe in yourself and you put your mind to it. And while I believe there's a lot more to that, and I do believe in the communion of saints and Mother Mary especially, I also do find some comfort in that, and it does make me want to get up off my ass and start working towards getting my prayers answered, because I think that's just half the battle. You can pray and ask for it all you want, but you also got to help yourself a little. Like, we got to go 50-50 on this, and you got to pull your weight, man. Like, and if I sound like I'm calling you out in a negative way, babes, maybe that's what you need. And also, I be doing that because I know that's what I need. And that is what I would want another person to fucking tell me, to get it in my fucking head. Get it in your head. You're in more control of your life than you realize. Like, I also really used to be into stoicism, and I feel like stoicism can be also associated with the serenity prayer. What is the serenity prayer? I think it goes something like, God, give me the wisdom to change the things I can and accept the things I can't, or something. Fuck, I'm so terrible. I'm sorry. That's an easy, it's such an easy prayer. I need to learn it. I literally know all these like way harder prayers, and I don't know that one. I'll learn it, and I need to live more by it. But I like the idea of stoicism in a sense that you are in control of your mind, yourself. You are capable of doing whatever it is you believe you're doing, but you got to put your mind to it. You got to do it. You got to believe in yourself. And you have to give yourself the opportunity to live the life you say you want to live. Walk it, like it, talk it, walk it, like it, talk. You better be, you got to walk it, you talk about it all you want. And I could be such a talker, like literally, I was going to go a certain direction with like this business I technically have. I'm going to keep it open because I'm switching up the direction in which I'm going with it. However, I just recently gave myself permission to change up what originally was going to be the business. And I think just doing that alone has lifted so much weight off of my shoulders, and giving myself permission to fail in one area, but also forgiving myself and giving myself grace and mercy in order to be able to accept that and move on and pick up where I left off, but in a new expertise or separate related type kind of business. Regardless, just know you got to get over it, man. You got to move on. And I say this so many times in this video, but I really am one to talk. But at the same time, I genuinely have been working through it, and I just wish sometimes, me and my worst year ever, I wish she could see me now and pat me on the back. And I feel like now I'm more willing to say that if 18-year-old or 19-year-old me can see me now, that she would be a lot happier and more accepting with where I am in life. And I like to think that she would cheer me on and not let where I was bring me down, because you can easily become victim to your environment. But if that's not the environment you want to live in, get up off your ass and do something about it. And you know what? There's a lot of privilege I have in being able to say that. I know that there are barriers to certain people, but if you're watching this video, if you have the privilege to get up off your ass every day and drive yourself to a new location and do something that you want to do and have enough money to do whatever activity or eat wherever or meet whoever, like if you have enough money to do all that, man, live your life off the up to the fullest, because you also have a lot of privilege in being able to clock in full-time work type hours as screen time on your phone. And I'm talking to myself too when I say this stuff. Like, you're not the only one, babes, going through it. I'm probably the most guilty one at the fucking table, you know what I mean? But snapping out of it when you catch yourself has a lot more value than you think. Even if you wasted almost your whole day, but you still have an hour left of your day, and you finally catch yourself and you be like, damn it, like I've wasted so much time today. But you catch yourself, stop in that moment and do what it is you need to do, what you say you want to do, and what you're battling to fucking do. Like, this is my little TED talk for the day. This was a long-winded conversation. However, I'm just trying to pump this shit out, and not in a shitty quality type of way, but in a, I am so excited and thankful and grateful I can do this. I can make these videos. I have time to do that. I literally have so much time. And that's what I'm realizing. And that's why I'm also realizing how terrible it is that with all this free time that I'm allotted, I fail to do anything good with it because I waste my life away on my phone. And I don't want that for you either. Like, clock your shit, see your stats, and are you fucking happy with it? Because I know I'm not, but I just want to be real with y'all, and also in hopes that like maybe someone else is out there also struggling with the same things. And you know what? This too shall pass. And just to remind you, like, these seasons are temporary. The pendulum can always go from one side to the other. And as far as you can reach one extreme is true for you being able to reach the other extreme and the opposite emotion and feeling that you currently have. Anyways, this is your girl AC signing out. If you want to turn up the AC with me, subscribe so you can always tune in. I be on that YouTube grind now. I'm best believe I'm gonna post every day. I don't give a fuck. If I'm alive every day, I'm posting every day. That's what I plan on doing, and that's what I'm here to do. No one has ever made this extreme of a switch. I just, just know though, you can expect me on here every day, especially since getting this new camera. And some days I post multiple times a day. I'm going to try my darndest to post multiple times a day because, again, I have so much fucking time. There's no excuse that I can't do that. And if you so feel inclined to start building a community, join me in the comments and talking. I need to get better at responding to comments, I'll be honest. I'm sorry. I do see all the comments. It's just like sometimes I get really anxiety about like, what do I say? I don't know. And then I get like paralysis, but that is something I also need to actively reflect on and genuinely work on. But no, I appreciate any and all the comments I get. There's a few shady ones, but it's like there's more positive ones, so I need to focus on those and be thankful for those more so. and always be able to pinpoint the positives of whatever situation. But leave a like if you enjoyed this video, if you can relate, if you understand the vibes, if I am the vibe. So, also, so that you know, I am almost at 300 subscribers, so if you like the vibe, subscribe. Hopefully, I'm already out there if you're watching this, but no, I'm thankful for every single one of you. And I'm just so happy that I can even be here having this chat today. And especially with the equipment I have and with the audience of people whom come to tune into me talking about Lord knows what. All right, thank you, and you have an absolutely fabulous, productive day off of your phone starting now.